Get it!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That gain on third down, good for 28. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and that'll bring up second down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Second and 10. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Texans 6-yard line.
Going right side is White. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Stroud out of the gun here. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. As Stroud now to throw. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this is caught at the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Go street. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you can.
Touchdown! Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And
for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Stroud now on fourth down.
Here's a diving catch right side. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Stroud.
And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mustang 19, 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, it's Stroud. He's got this one to Hutchinson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Jack Panther.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd down and 6 now.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Come on, come on. Seven Pirates. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattlers.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
He's into space past the 25. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Texans 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Warriors 17, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
79 Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Stroud. And that one taken in by Lashley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. Here's White. They set up the screen. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he stopped immediately there.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott off play action.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And knock him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And he fires one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And my goodness, another interception.
Inside the 10.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
79 Broncos.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 Maverick. 60 Dragon. 60.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Play action. Stroud now.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Alert. Go.
Hand off left side. Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's complete to Hutchinson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here goes Stroud again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Cup 19. Cup 19.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown, Raiders! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Warriors 70.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
The throwing again is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown,
Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurt. 79 Broncos.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, Prescott.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Dak going to keep it on the draw.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Raiders 52, Texans 28.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. Flush to his right. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, here's Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And that one taken in by Lashley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Riggs, trap 60. 70 Rangers, Cup 19.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 16. At the
Stroud.
39-yard line.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on